What up, what up? Oh, wait, that's a gang sign. Okay, but for real, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, oh, no. Hello?
Side eye. Side eye.
No, but for real, I'm back with another story time, and this story time is gonna be more organized because I got everything mapped up, and it's so much stuff because this is over a span of 3 years since 2020. So I'm gonna split it up into two parts. This is gonna be part one, and part two will be up some other week, I guess. It's me. So this video is definitely gonna be out like not even Wednesday because I'm editing on Wednesday, so maybe like Friday. And I got the timeline mixed wrong. It's gonna be the timeline is like 2021, the end of 2021, June of 2021 to 2023. Okay. So before we get into the story, the backstory is I was in the same class as I'm gonna just call him Polar Bear because I have Polar Bear in my head now. But me and Polar Bear was in the same class since 3rd grade because I came to the school in 3rd grade. So let's fast forward to 2020. So this mutual friend me and Polar Bear has, we're gonna call him Cornbread. If you know, you know. Squad up. No, I'm just playing. But Cornbread told me that Polar Bear liked me. And first I'm just like, no, nah, that's too good to be true. But then I seen him after 8th grade graduation. He was fine as hell. I went to home running after graduation to celebrate, and he was in the parking lot. And I was like, hey, hey, Polar Bear. And yeah, I was weak in the knees from him from that day. That was the day I went wrong. I shouldn't have said nothing to him. So he had my snap prior before whatever, okay? And that after I got home and I went to sleep, I woke up in like middle of the night and I got a text off of Snapchat from him, and I was like, what? You bitches can't fuck with me. You bitches can't fuck with me. And he was like, he went, that ass is fat. And I was like, this ass? He was like, that ass. You really caught my ass lacking. And I was like, yeah, you should do something about that. And then my friend Cornbread, our mutual friend, he kept telling me that Polar Bear liked me. So I was like, I like you too. And his Snapchat. So he was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, for real. It's like, oh, okay, babe, I'm gonna text you when I get up from my nap. I was like, okay. I got another boyfriend. So that lasted for about 12 hours. That relationship lasted for about 12 hours. I thought we was locked in.
If we locked in, ain't no switching up.
But I was locked in, and he was switching up. It was crazy. We did it for less than 24 hours, less than 12 hours probably. And I'm not gonna lie, it was part of my fault because I was so clingy because it was my first relationship. It was like, okay, like I got my first boyfriend. So, okay, we back. Okay, so I left off basically, I was clingy. That's it. I was clingy. It was my first relationship. And I kept calling him every other minute. I was at a graduation party with one of my friends, and I was calling him even though I was at a whole party. He was never. I called him like, I want to say at least 15 times, maybe a little bit more than that. So throughout the summer to throughout freshman year, we kept talking on and off. We was talking on and off. I would text him, and then we started talking on and on because I was trying to make it work. I was just trying to make it work. And I remember we stopped talking for a few months because I asked him, I was like, he does not go to school. He is a degenerate. He does not go to school at all. Like, it was going to like the point where his mom, like the school threatened to have the police or CPS come to his house for a visit. It was that bad. Like, dude, it was like 10 weeks into school, he missed like half of them, more than half, like 75% of that. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. And I was like, and I remember I texted him, and it says, so and so, the username will reply back or see this message when he friends you. And I'm just like, what? You blocked me? This is my first time being blocked, by the way, which hit me. I was like, wow, like, was it, like, I knew it was me, low-key. I knew it was me because I was just overly just clingy. I needed to, that's one thing I need to do. I need to give people space. I'm learning that. Nah, but for real. So we started talking again freshman year, like towards the end of freshman year. And that was only because his cousin made these cookies. I'll put the link down below. Nah, I'm just playing. He makes these baked goods, and they're so good. Like, people from my old school used to buy it and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll just give me some. So we started talking back from that. And after I got some from his cousin, like he used to contact his cousin for me. So basically how it would be, I would contact him, he would contact his cousin would give him like what I wanted, like either it was cookies, brownies, cake pop, like it was a whole bakery back there, what they were doing. And then he would give it to me. So yeah. So after that, a few times, we would call each other back and forth, kinda. Well, I would rarely call him, and I would text him mostly. I'm realizing that I put in more effort than people do. Wait, why am I? Oh, not the black nag. Don't look at it. No, but for real, I talked to him. I put more effort into him more than he did me. And that's something I need to realize. I need to fall back on. Something you need to know, he was so nice, but he was so mean at the same time. I feel like during this situation, I did have some blame because I feel like I allowed him to come to me like this. I allowed him to do this because after he kept doing me wrong, I kept coming back. But that's like cool. But now I'm like, I'm done. Like dead ass done. And I believe, and one thing, I'm so naive. Like I grew up like if I asked for something, usually I would get it or something like close to that. So I didn't really have to worry about people not like actually owning up to their promises and what they tell me. And as I got older, I noticed a lot of people aren't gonna keep up to their promises like they say they will, because that's just not how a lot of people is. Like, no, it was after April is when we start talking back in 2021. So now we're in 2022. Wait. Oh my God, 2022. What happened in 2022? I was a freshman in 2022, right? No. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. 2021, no, this happened 2021 because this happened 2021, my bad. 2021 to 2023. So we out of 2021, we're into 2022, like wrapping up 2022. No, we just wrapped up 2022, and now we're in 2023. Okay. I got my timeline there. So we were on FaceTime, and basically, this is when the movie it was missing. The movie missing with Storm Reed and Nia Long, and he was like, and I told him I wanted to go to the movies, and he was like, we can go together. And I thought he was actually serious. Which my dumb ass, he was not serious. He was playing you. Nah, but for real, he was. I'm gonna put the screenshot up here when we get to that part because it's just, why the fuck did I let him do this to me? So we said we can go together. We set up a day. We was like, it's a Friday of that week because we're into like Saturday. We FaceTime on a Saturday, and then after we made those plans for Friday, he told me I have to set up a time. I'm like, okay. And after that FaceTime call, though, he low-key was sending mixed signals because he was on the phone with me the whole night. We were laughing and all this other stuff. And then he asked me, he's like, do you want to stay on the phone while we go to sleep? I was like, okay, whatever. Because I usually don't do that. I don't like that. Like, why do you want somebody to know how you sleep? And like, I snore, I'll be like, like in my sleep. So it's like, who wants to hear that? I texted him a few days, like the day after I texted him, and he was like, my bad. I was like, no, I said something. And then he texted me like, my bad, all this other stuff. And we were texting, and then I texted him back, and he just never texted me. So I waited till like the next day, and I called him, and he didn't respond. So then I waited a few more hours, and I called him again. I waited a few more hours. I waited the next day, and I FaceTimed him, and it didn't do anything. So then I'm thinking he just busy. He just, being the delinquent and whatnot, hanging out with them thugs he called friends or whatnot, or them thugs if we know, like, you're not about that life. Like, you're not about that life. And so I texted our mutual friend Cornbread, and Cornbread was basically like, give him time. I'm like, I gave him time to reply. Like, keep texting me, see, and he blocked me. Polar Bear blocked me for the first time. No, not for the first time. For like the 50th time. No. Like the third time. No. Fourth time. Fourth time. And it was just like, this was really toxic. It was really toxic because it wasn't a relationship, but it felt like one. It really felt like one. And Cornbread, he basically sent me a screenshot, and basically what Polar Bear told Cornbread was that he was trolling me, which grow the fuck up. If you were kidding, just tell me. Like, and I dead ass thought this nigga was serious. If you was fucking joking, just fucking tell me that. You don't need to like lead me on, and I'm tired of niggas leading me on. It's like, okay, so when I lead you on, don't say nothing. I'm trying to find the screenshot to see what he exactly said, but it's something along the lines of he said, okay, so Cornbread basically texted Polar Bear and was like, nigga, what you guys going on? You and Deanna going on a date and shit. He said, shorty, I be trolling her. And she was like, bro, he was like, Polar Bear was like, Cornbread was like, bro, she think y'all for real. She said you gave her mixed signals. And then he was like, ain't no way. She know I was trolling. Nigga, no, I didn't. Obviously not. You got me in the room crying and shit. Like, what the fuck? Nah, but for real. And I was like, yeah, I'm dead ass done with him. I wasn't done. I didn't learn my lesson, I guess. I didn't learn my lesson. So we follow each other on Instagram. We used to, actually. And I texted him there. We started texting, and it felt like he was actually interested because he would text back faster. And I like that. And then the whole drama with the whole denture thing, I didn't text back because I was like dealing with that, and he was like, yo, like question mark, like he was dead actually interested, and I thought he was. We got on FaceTime after that, and I was like, I asked him like, why you blocked me, like that's hella weird. And he was like, he basically said that he was dealing with this other girl and they wasn't on good terms, and so he started back messing with me. And I can't believe I believe this dumb shit. It's not funny. Never, ever, ever getting back together. Tears. Taylor Swift tears. Nah, but for real, he basically told me he was dealing with this other girl and they wasn't on good terms. So he decided, when I texted him, he decided like he was gonna mess with me. So he was like, the girl, she texted him back, where they started getting back on good terms. So he decided, instead of messing with just two girls at once, he decided to cut me off and deal with her. And then I was like, so why? What changed? Like, how I know you're not still dealing with her? He said, nah, I think it's done for good. And I was like, okay. And my dumb ass forgave him. Because I didn't even have the dick yet. I didn't even have the dick yet. Like, he had me. Like, he gave me some good dick. And no, he did not. I should have got some, though. At least give me some. No, I'm just playing. But after that night that we FaceTimed, I would text him. He would not text me back. So then I was just like, and I knew, and I was like, he wasn't texting me back for a reason. He playing. He likes to play. He likes to not be a grown. He doesn't like to be an adult, and he likes to play. So I'm just like, okay, I just need to block him. And because it was just like, I saw the cycle happening. I was just like, I need to block him. And I was so upset that day. I was like, dude. And I feel like I let him do this because like I said, I'm naive, bro. Like, I trust what people say. And I said, like, when people tell me they're gonna do something, I expect them to do it because you told me. If you're not gonna do it, then just tell me that. Just be honest. And I also think he was like one of the first people I liked for real. Like, he was like one of the people I liked for real. Only like 4 people in my life. 4 people, going on 5. I've had crushes, but I've liked people, like 4 people, and I've only been nervous around 2. Polar Bear and Dentures, which I need to let people, I've been saying this for the longest and I'm not even following it. I need people to come to me instead of me going to them and trying to push them towards me. I need them to just come towards me and we just go from there. And I'm still trying to get somebody right now. I don't learn my lesson. And I felt like after I blocked him, like, for myself, not to just get back at him, just for myself, I felt like I ended the game because I forgot to put this in. Before I blocked him, I called him, was like, yo, like, you're an asshole. He was like, yeah, I know that. I was like, no, you're a dick, like dead ass. And I said some other stuff, and then I hung up, and then I blocked him. And I felt after that day on, I felt better. Cause I felt like I could confide in him, but at the same time, I felt like I wasn't get the emotions and the reciprocation that I wanted from him. And you need, in a relationship can only go so far. Like, a person can only go so far without the other person putting into it too. So I decided, like, he not putting into it, obviously he not feeling it, and I didn't need to let him go at this point. I just need to let the nigga go. And I feel like he was sending me mixes because I feel like he actually liked me, because you wouldn't stay on the phone. You wouldn't stay on the phone with somebody for a whole night, going to sleep on the phone with them, going into the morning. You wouldn't talk on the phone, give people somebody your time that you're not even interested to, if you wasn't interested in them. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he likes me, but he wasn't wrapped around the idea of liking someone like me. Because I'm not like them girls. I'm not like other girls. I'm fat. Fuck you talking about? Oh, Nick Minaj came out at me for a second. Raw, like a dragon. Go back in, Nicki. Go back in. No, but I feel like he wasn't ready to like somebody like me. To be honest, I'm out of that nigga's lead. Like, I'm smart. I got stuff going for me. And I'm sorry, but in 5-10 years, he's going to be flipping patties at McDonald's, at Burger King, cleaning toilets, scrubbing toilets, washing them dishes. And that's not what I want for myself. And I need to start picking people that got a bright future ahead. And I thought I had a nigga, but he turned about to be hot dog. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Fuck you talking about? Fuck nigga. Fuck you. Fuck both of y'all. And yeah, that's the end of the story. Bro, I know when people look at this video, they're like, bitch, what the fuck? You gave 3 years, 21, 2, 3. 3 years, like almost 3 years of your fucking life for a nigga that clearly did not want you. I know. Bet that won't happen again. Bet that won't happen to me. Not no again. I feel like I have grown up in a sense. Like, mentally. Not like more physically, but mentally I have grown up in the sense where I know what I want. Oh my god, hold on. Okay.